Hi, I wanted to share with you a simple tool that will help you prioritize and pick ideas better. Very important in this age of AI, where there's a big expectation of us to launch a lot of stuff, but sometimes we get things wrong, and even AI will not save us. So as you can see, it's a spreadsheet, very simple, very effective, very good for communication. The first thing we need to do in the spreadsheet is to pick the target metric. You cannot actually compare ideas and evaluate them without actually picking a metric. In this case, let's assume we're working on an e-commerce site and we are trying to improve the payment flow completion rate. I have here a bunch of ideas. They already have been scored, and I'm adding a fourth idea, which is about showing better error messages. So if the payment provider is giving us an error code, instead of just showing the error code that is not very meaningful to the user, giving them some sort of error message that explains the issue and maybe helps them resolve it. So now I need to guess three values: impact, confidence, and ease, because we're using the I-scoring method here. Let me start with ease. This tool really doesn't help you with that. Basically use whatever intuition you have or tools. 10 means extremely easy. It's the easiest idea you can ever imagine. 0 means basically impossible. You need to come up with a number between 0 and 10. In this case, I think it's not super hard. I'm going to give it a 7. Next, I need to estimate the impact. The impact is how much will this idea affect the target metric. And that's not a very simple thing to do. In this tool, I'm giving you a couple of tricks or tools. One of them is this scale. It basically goes through t-shirt sizes from 0 to extra large with numerical value for each. And it also explains what it means. So most ideas actually fall into the 0 category. Unfortunately, most ideas don't move the needle. That's based on research and statistics. And very few of our ideas are actually extra large. So 9s and 10s are very uncommon. That's why I've added also these blue bars to show you the frequency, because I see teams continuously give their ideas 8s, 9s, and 10s very generously. So that may be helping you form an opinion whether this is medium or large or a small idea. Slightly more powerful is this prompt. So this will actually get AI to help you assess impact. Let me show you how it works. What I like to do, because I use this also for my own ideas, is to create a tab for each idea. In it, I put the idea name, a description with some data if I have it, and also I copy and paste that prompt. What you can do is just copy and paste this whole thing into your favorite AI environment. In this case, it's just ChatGPT. And what it will try to do is create a back of the envelope calculation for you. It will try to break the big guess, what is the impact, into sub guesses. I like to just copy this into my own spreadsheet. I will remove this column and remove this line. And let's see what it came up with. Current payment flow failure rate, 10%. Actually, in my system, it's a little bit lower. Let's say it's 8%. Failure caused by provider errors. Let's say it's actually 28% in my system. Error users can resolve themselves, maybe 70%. Okay, that seems fair to me. Users who follow the suggested action, 60%. Let's leave it at that. Successful recovery after retry, 50%. Okay, this all sounds good to me. Now what I will try to do is just multiply these numbers and see what is the total effect. In this case, it is telling me that based on these assumptions, it is 0.47% improvement, meaning that if before 92% of payment flows succeeded, now the number might move to 92.5, 92.47. Now the question is, what is the impact? I can go back to my impact scale and say, well, if that's the case, it's a medium impact, maybe a 5. And that's the number I will put here. Next, I need to fill up the confidence value. And again, the tool will help you. If you're familiar with my confidence meter, it basically tries to evaluate what kind of evidence we have to support the impact and the ease that we came up with, and also give them weight. So it goes from anything from self-conviction, opinions, to various forms of estimates and data research, and eventually tests. The same concept is implemented here in the spreadsheet. You have all of these classes of evidence, and you just need to decide whether or not you have them for this particular idea or for this particular impact. If you're not sure what they mean, there's a little tooltip. You just mouse over the column header. In this case, self-conviction means the opinion of the originator of the idea, me, triage team, etc. Do I think it's going to be a 5 out of 10? I do, so I'm giving it myself a checkbox. Thematic support is whether or not it's supported by some big theme in the industry right now. The answer is no. Internal reviews. I haven't reviewed this internally in the company yet. Estimates and plans, we just did one. This back of the envelope calculation, it did support the 5, so I'm going to give myself yes. Anecdotal evidence is about whether a few customers ask for this, or maybe some competitors have it. Let's say a few competitors do have this feature, so this is a yes. Market data is about surveys, about collecting user feedback in different formats. I don't have it. And then there's tests and experiment and launch data. I have none of that. So right now, my confidence level, which was auto-calculated, is 0.81 out of 10, which is very low confidence. So it's possible that the impact will be a 5 or medium impact. It's possible these will be 7, but I'm not sure. It could be also 2 and 3, for all I know. What I do with these numbers is kind of both evaluate each idea, whether or not I want to test it further, and then maybe I can give myself more checkboxes, and also compare them to the other ideas, because I need to decide which of these ideas I want to actually work on. You might wonder, where is the I-score itself? Well, I do have it here. It's basically multiplying these numbers, but I find it's distracting. It's a weak signal. It's often given us actually wrong signals. So I tend not to look at the I-score at all, but if you like it, you can have it here as well. So this is basically the tool. It's very simple. You can download it for free from my website. If you're using Google Sheets like me, you just do File, make a copy, and you have your own copy of that you can edit. And there's also an Excel format that you can use. So thanks, and give it a go. Let me know how it goes for you.